Good morning, everyone. I am Michael. Today, I'll be teaching history for grade 5. And what am I going to talk about today? Is when the Arabs entered Sudan. That is what I am going to talk about today. When the Arabs entered Sudan, what happened? When the Arabs entered Sudan, you know, the Arabs, they've conquered a lot of cities. They took their Islam, and when they entered Sudan too, what happened? That is exactly what I want to talk about today. The Arabs are the inhabitants of the Arabian Peninsula. Yes, the Arabs are the inhabitants of the Arabian Peninsula. Then they are divided into two large groups. The first one, the Arabs of the north. We have the Arabs of the north. They are called the Adnanites. The Adnanites. They are the Arabs of the north. Then the second group, which is the Arabs of the south. The first one is the Arab of the north. The second one is the Arabs of the south. And they are also called the Quatanites. So these two groups are they are large groups. And these two groups are the groups that went around taking Islam to other countries to claim there. Now the Islam spread among this group, as I've said. They participated in great numbers of the invading army and settled in all the areas of Muslims. Yes, today all the areas of Muslims, all the countries that Muslims dominate, they are claimed. They were invaded by these two groups, the Arabs of the north and the Arabs of the south. So, based on the topic of today that I want to speak on, is when the Arabs entered Sudan. So what happened? When the Muslim Arabs entered Sudan, they mixed with the native population. When the Muslim Arabs entered Sudan, they mixed with the native population, especially with the Hamitic tribes. They mixed with the Hamitic tribes, such as the Nubians and the Beja. So these two tribes, when the Arabs entered Sudan, they mixed up with these tribes, as well as with the black tribe also. They also mixed up with the black tribes. And as a result of this, they spread Islamic religion. Firstly, they spread Islamic religion, the Arab blood, and also the Arab language. You see, firstly, let me speak on the Islamic religion. You know, the Muslims, when they entered Sudan, they made sure that where they conquered or places that people, have to follow practice the Islamic religion. That is number one thing they did. They made sure that people practice the Islamic religion. Then the second one, which is the Arab blood. When they enter Sudan, the Arab blood means when they enter Sudan and then they started, marrying the Sudanese, the blacks, the blood, their really changed. It started, giving birth to all these, the colors changes, and a lot of things will change when you started marrying other tribes. And these Arabs are white, so they started, getting married to all these the other tribes, the blacks there, so the colors started changing. Then the third one, which is the Arab language. Yes, they make sure that they input the Arabic language in there for everybody to speak. So these are the things that changed when the Muslim Arabs entered Sudan. The first one is Islamic religion, Then the second one is the Arab blood. Then the third one, which is the Arabic language, which they make sure that the Arab language is what they speak there. And they practice the Islamic religion. You see, and also put down the board here the routes by which the groups of Arabs entered Sudan. You know, when they enter Sudan, there are routes. They followed some routes to enter Sudan. Then, where are the routes? The first one is the Nile route. The first one is the Nile route. That's the first route the Muslim Arabs passed to enter Sudan. Then the second one is White Al-Uqdam. That is the Wadi Al-Uqdam route. This is the second route they follow. Then the third one is the west route to Darfur. The west route to Darfur. So these are the routes the Muslim Arabs passed to enter Sudan. So let me do a little bit of a recap on what I've been saying since. I said when the Arabs entered Sudan, what happened? When the Arabs entered Sudan, then I also said the Arabs are the inhabitants of the Arabian Peninsula, and they are divided into two large groups. Yes, these Muslim Arabs, they are divided into two large groups, which I said the first one is the Arabs of the North. The Arabs of the North. They are called the Adnanites. The Adnanites. Then the second one, which is the Arabs of the South. Arabs of the South. They are also called the Quatanites. Quatanites. So these two groups, these two large groups, they spread among the Islamic is spread among these two groups. You see, Islam spread among the two groups. They participated in great numbers to the invading army and settled in all the areas of Muslim. So these are the two groups that really invaded all these Islamic countries today, where they speak Arabic, where they speak Arabic language, practice Islamic religion. You know, these two groups are they are two large groups which spread all these Arab stuff around among the cities, countries as well. So when when Muslim Arab entered Sudan, they mixed with the native population, especially with the Hamitic tribes such as the Nubians and the Bedouin. You see, when they entered Sudan, they mixed with the native population, especially with the Hamitic tribes such as the Nubians and the Bedouin. So, as well as the black tribe, they mix up with these people. They mix up. As a result of this mixing, as a result of the mixture, it spread Islamic religion, the Arab blood, and also the Arab language. They spread these three things among the people when the Sudanese when they entered. Then the routes by which the two groups entered the Sudan. The first one is the Nile route, and the second one is the Wadi Al-Uqdam route, and the third one is the west route to Darfur. So these are the three routes the Muslim Arabs passed to enter the Sudan. So this is where I'll be stopping today. Next class, I'm still going to talk about more of the impact of the Arabs in Sudan. So please, before I go, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tender Care Motorstolic. There's a subscribe bell there. You will click on it, and also don't forget to press like, and also for other videos of other teachings of other grades. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.